Welcome to Miami. You know, Will Smith made a song about it, or maybe you're not even interested in going that far down south. Maybe you're interested in the main attraction of Orlando, the mouse that lives in the house type thing, also known as Disney World. So guys, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how much does it cost to buy land in Florida. All right, so first I'm gonna be showing you one of my most favorite websites. Is showing you exactly what land's for sale, how much it costs, and by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what it costs to buy land in Florida. All right, this is my favorite website called landwatch.com. I'm gonna go ahead and drop in Florida because since this video is all about buying land in Florida, how much does it cost to buy land in Florida. First, I'm gonna show you some filters I like to use when I put this in here. So as you can tell, we're looking at Florida and Northwest Florida. There's a lot of sections of Florida. North Central Florida. Florida is a huge state. Then we got Southeast, the Keys, Florida. I mean, that's if you could buy some land in the Florida Keys, I'm definitely interested in that. Then you got the Central Florida, where you'll find a little bit lesser expensive land. You'll also find it up here in the Northwest section of Florida as well. So let's go ahead and drop down to undeveloped. I want to see undeveloped land only, and I want to make sure that the available land is only showing as well. So a lot of times this will come pre-checked where it says, you know, under contract. We want to make sure that under contract is unchecked because I don't want to see land that someone's already got under contract. That's just going to get my hopes up. I also want to make sure I've checked on undeveloped land. That's the top one. Again, this is called Land Watch. So we're looking for land. I'm going to show you exactly how much it costs to buy land in Florida. Now we're going to dream a little bit. We're gonna look at the most expensive land in Florida. But first, before I do that, I wanna show you some of the counties that have the most land available for sale. Lee County is one of them with 5,942 parcels of land for sale. Next, let's go to the county that's got the least amount of land for sale. And it looks to me like it's Hardy County. Hardy County, 9 parcels available. So that tells me one thing, that there's probably a huge demand for this area, not as much for sale, or maybe it's just a smaller county. That tells me a couple things actually. So let's dream a little bit. Let's go and look at some expensive land first. So I want to scroll down and I want to go to $1 million and up. And then next, I want to go to a bigger parcel of land and I want to see the 500 acres plus. We have over 35 parcels of land for sale. That's $1 million and up. And also 500 acres or more. Let's look at something that looks nice. We got 640 acres for $1.8 million. Let's check out what else out there is. 640 acres. That's a section of land. Let's look at the 1,000-acre parcel. So we got 1,000 acres for sale, 1,016 acres for sale for $3 million. I'm gonna pull up my calculator. I'm gonna show you exactly what this land costs per acre. So I'm gonna put in $3,215,000. I'm gonna leave the 536 out. Divided by 1,016 acres. You can buy 1,000 acres at $3,100 an acre in Florida. And look at this land, it's beautiful. It looks like it runs right to a river. So that's $3,000 an acre. Maybe you're gonna say, like, I don't have $3 million to buy land with. Well, let's get a little bit more economical. Let's go and look for lesser expensive land, maybe the cheaper land. So I'm gonna move this calculator for a minute. I'm gonna go back up here and I'm gonna uncheck $1 million and up, and then I'm also gonna uncheck the 500 acres plus because I wanna see the lesser expensive land. I'm just unchecking all of them just for example purposes. I'm gonna go back to Florida, recent search, and then I'm gonna take out the 500 acres plus, and I wanna go to undeveloped land and available. Make sure everything is checked right here, undeveloped. There's 29,000 undeveloped parcels of land for sale in Florida right now on Land Watch. And then I want to go to the lesser expensive land, the $0 to $49,000 lands. And then I'm going to go and see what the largest parcel I can find. That's 11 to 50 acres. So what's really cool is it shows there's 5 parcels for sale between 11 to 50 acres underneath the $50,000 price range. So let's go back and we're gonna select those 5. If you notice, there's 15,000 parcels available between 0 and 10 acres. So let's go ahead and hit the 11 to 50 acres, the 5 that are available, and let's pick the biggest one. We got 11.55, we got 16, we got 21 acres for $21,000. And Bonifay, Florida, Holmes County, Let's see what this 21 acres looks like. So here it is. It looks like it's wooded. Looks like they got one photo available for us. 21 acres of vacant land. If you're looking for financing for the land, it looks like Farm Credit of Northwest Florida will finance the land. That's really cool. But here's one thing I'm noticing about this land right here. It doesn't look like there's any access unless that's a road. That might be a road. Let me see if we can see a bigger picture here. That could be a road. Yeah, Anderson Drive. So there, it looks like there is access to that. So you want to be careful about some land when you're buying, when it's very affordable like this. That could possibly mean there's no access, or there's wetlands in Florida, or it's not buildable. So the math is pretty easy on this one. $21,000 divided by 21 acres. That gives us a purchase price of $1,000 per acre. So if you notice, you can buy land for pretty affordable prices in Florida. Let's also go back and look and see what the least expensive parcel was. We got one for 15, one for 21, one for 46,000, one for 45,000. Holt, Florida. You know, it's got trees, it looks like. Let's look at the $15,000 parcel for 16 acres. That one, I'm not sure there's any access to that. You know, for time purposes, we're not going to sit here and read this, but it doesn't look like there's any access. Like, how would you get to that land besides maybe right here? That's 16 acres for you. That one could be deceiving. That could look like it's waterfront or all water. Yeah, you might. Yeah, this might be wetlands. Probably good hunting land though. Yeah, it's all wetlands more than likely. Which you probably can't build on it. You could probably put a tree house in this, or maybe yeah, it's right next to the Lake Apopka. Yeah, so be very careful about this if you plan to build on this parcel of land. So just for math purposes, I'll show you exactly. You know, we can get $15,000 divided by 16.6 acres. That is $899 per acre. Probably could be a good deal. $899 an acre. So guys, there you have it. That is exactly how much it costs to buy land in Florida. Some other resources I want you to check out is I'm going to show you here how to find the land specialist of Florida, the undeveloped land specialist of Florida. I'm going to take out all these filters except for undeveloped, and I'm going to scroll down, and I want to find the land specialist that pops up. Sometimes you might have to scroll multiple pages, but that land specialist of Florida can definitely help you out in this area. So I'm going to go to page 2, see if I can find that land specialist. Since I'm scrolling down, I'm not seeing a land specialist on LandWatch, so I'm going to show you another resource to find that land specialist realtor that's really going to help you understand, you know, where the water's at, how to get water, what's it going to cost to do electricity, does the land have actually have access. Having a good land specialist on your team is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to show you this next resource, but before I do, you got to hit the subscribe button for me. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I'll wait. I promise you won't miss anything while you hit it. All right, here we go. So I'm going to show you another resource. I'm going to show you redfin.com. And guys, if Redfin doesn't have the area, if Redfin's not in that area, I want you to go to another area. Actually, I'm going to do Lee County, Florida, because I noticed Lee County popped up quite a bit in there. It looked like it had the most land for sale. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this more filters. We're in Lee County, Florida. It's on the west coast of Florida. We're going to hit more filters. We're going to do land, and then I'm going to check the for sale box, and I want to see the solds only in the last 3 months. Man, there's a lot of parcels of land that sold in the last 3 months. It said there's 3,809. That is a lot in 3 months. So I don't know, something doesn't seem right here. You know what we'll do is we'll try and take that down a little bit more. Let's just say 1 to 2 acre parcels only. Apply the filter. That's still a lot of acreage. So let's do, all right. Yeah, we'll just keep it 1 to 2 acres. Apply the filter. That's 64. And let's just say that you are right here in this section right here, and you want to see who the land specialists are in this section just west of 93 here. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to click on the first one, which is 125,000, and then I'm going to go ahead and open a Word document just so I can control or copy and paste these listed by and sold by. So this property was listed by Jandy Wade, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this, Control C, Control V, and then I'm going to go ahead and see who it's bought by. The bought by is usually the buyer's agent. So that was also bought by Jandy Wade. So the buyer's agent is the one that actually brought the buyer. Jandy is the one that listed it. So she did both sides of the transaction. All right, let's see what else is available. Let's do the $160,000 one. That one was listed by Juan. Control C. And I'm looking for a pattern. I'm looking for one name to come up more than the other because that's more than likely the person that does most of the land. And then bought with Sarah. All right, I'm gonna do one more just for time purposes. But if we don't see one pop up more than the other, we're just basically go with one of these because they list raw vacant land. Bought with Candace, listed with Walter. Nope, I don't know if I saw a pattern here. And then this is the bought by selling it. So Candace, Walter, Sarah, Juan, Jandy. All right, so who came up the most on here? That's Jandy. Jandy's the one I'm gonna call if I'm looking to buy or sell in this area. She's gonna definitely direct me to basically the better resources. So how much is the power gonna cost? Where is the water? Does it have access? So guys, I show you this. This is exactly how much it costs to buy and sell land in Florida. I have built my business around this. Business has served me, my family, and others. This is how I've created financial freedom. This is how I was able to get out of the military and able to, pay for my lifestyle. It gave me financial freedom, time freedom. I've done over 310 parcels of land and I have 114 notes paying me every single month. If you're interested in building a business like this that serves you and your family and others, head on over to thelandsharks.com. That's thelandsharks.com. Schedule a call with me and my team and we'll see if we're a great fit. And if we are, I'd be honored to coach you.